Once again, it's on, baby. The lockdown show is back in full effect. I'm your brother TK Vaden, man. I got my brothers here with me, Coach Milton Brown, Coach Danny Webster.
The
What's going
house.
on, fellas?
Shout
Hey
out to you.
man.
What's up, baby?
Hey
Oh
man.
my
Hey man, it
goodness.
was a good one yesterday. It was a good one.
Sheesh.
It was
Talk
hot.
about a thriller. Talk
It
about
was
a
hot.
thriller.
Danny, I was prepped for, you know what I mean? I was dressed up a little bit, had my nice shirt on, but boy, I should have brought two. It was hot. The rain wasn't a problem, but the sweat was, boy, it was hot, buddy.
Yes, sir. And you know them boys felt it on the field, man. They were playing their hearts out and the effort and energy. First things first, I just want to start the show off with shout out to the energy and effort on the field. Not just the Rams, but the Eagles too. Every single young man who was out there last night was fighting for their life. So you got when you gotta salute it. You have to.
To
For
the
sure. And you
coaches,
talking about fighting for your life, man. I mean, it was so hot, especially both teams. I know I keep going back to it, but it was hot, brother. I mean, both sides cramping. You had some key players that played both ways that had, experienced some cramps on both sides, man. So, that was definitely a factor in yesterday's game.
Oh yeah.
shout out my boy DB in the chat one time.
Yes, sir.
Dang,
Superstar.
man. What's
Superstar
going on,
himself.
What's
dog?
happening? What's happening?
Dude, to the coaches, I just want to say this, man. It's like moving the game back 24 hours. It adds that much more anticipation before you get on the field, man. And you've seen that
100%.
and you felt it.
100%. You can feel it in the air, man. I couldn't even sleep Friday night. I'm not even playing, and I'm over there. I woke up Saturday like it was game day for real. Like I was doing this again. My stomach was, yeah, falling out of my body. It was almost like that roller coaster feeling when you're going down, man. It was like, wow, game day's here, and I can't imagine how them young men were feeling going out there. And so for them to come out and put on the display, and man, they couldn't have done it better. That was just a fantastic win, fantastic start to the season.
And to
Man, TK,
y'all,
you went to the concert. You had a concert, right?
yes, I was
And,
on there with WRNS.
right, and I'm sure before the main act, came out, it was that incredible
I was on the
anticipation.
phone.
You know
I
what
was
I'm
on the
saying?
phone.
But I'm saying the build up before that, the last act came out, and
That's
that's how
right.
it was, being able to push it back, a day, gave another day for preparation, gave another day for anticipation, and it just built the environment, with it being, in the same county, starting the game off like that. It was
Yeah.
still a great turnout. But I'm gonna say Havelock traveled well. They filled up
Shout out
the
to
whole
the Ram
sideline.
fans,
You know what I
brother.
mean?
Them Ram fans travel. I think we had more fans in the stands than they did. It was.
Now I'm gonna bring up
It
them
was
fans
packed.
again in a little bit, Danny. I'm gonna bring up just a couple of them
We
in
got
a
a
little
lot
bit.
to unpack. We got a
Yes,
lot to
sir. We
unpack
got a
here.
lot
Let me
to
ask
talk
y'all a
about.
question before we get down to brass tacks here. I love that term before we get down to brass tacks. Let me ask you, is there a possibility that you get taken out of the mind state pushing it back one day?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean,
Is there a
sometimes these
possibility
kids,
that it's like, hey, we were ready today, but we got to go tomorrow?
sometimes immature guys, and I mean that respectfully, but lack of experience, I should say, when you're dead set on a consistent schedule and you can't work outside of that or make those adjustments, it tends to lead to I was ready, now I'm not.
Here,
But you gotta always stay ready. For the older you are, work those adjustments.
Right on.
here's the perfect answer for that question, Taylor. I want you to think about the kicker at the end of the game when there's 3 seconds left and they go to kick. What does the opposing coach do? He calls a timeout,
Tease up.
and it's called icing the kicker because he takes him out of that moment that he was prepared for and he puts him in another moment. That's
Yes.
exactly what happens.
And they'll do it 3 times in a row.
And that's how you do. That's what happens when you're switching game time. Is just taking the players out of that moment, and they've got to completely refocus, recalibrate. It's a whole new game when you switch it like that. The week of preparation has now shifted. Everything's shifted. The
And you get the
variables
adrenaline
they're
dump.
not the same. It's
You get the
everything's different.
adrenaline dump.
And
Absolutely.
it's a gamble now, icing the kicker. Sometimes maybe those nerves hit the kicker's able to say, okay, I need to gather my bearings, let me get that stuff together. And now play it. So just like you said, now I can go back as the team, go back in. Maybe it's a couple other things I want to go over with the squad where I wasn't real confident Thursday after practice. Let me talk about it a little bit more and give me some more preparation time. So that's the beauty behind, that pushing it back a day. Anything can happen.
That's well
That's
said.
what I'm talking about. All right. Well, how do we want to crack this thing down, man?
Man,
You want
you
to
gotta
go to
go.
the
You gotta go.
You
to
said
the
You want to go to the
You got to go the first play first. You have to go the first play. That's
Oh, but TK, didn't you said something earlier? You said you want to jump into first.
You are right. Hold on. Milton does have a point here. I want to say I was about to cover White Oak North Side.
Yeah,
Look, Mother Nature was, you can't beat Mother Nature. She's undefeated. She's 50-0 like Mayweather. Like she's gonna win every single time. And she worked her magic on that North Side White Oak game, just like a lot of things in this conference around the Eastern North Carolina area. She did her thing, but I was out there with my man Patrick Johnson. We was ready to do our thing, ready to cover the game. That game did not happen, and it's not gonna happen.
Ooh, because some of them were pushed back and they rescheduled it, right?
This is not
rescheduled. Not this one.
To me, that's unacceptable, and I'll tell you why. Because when these boys fight, they train, they work all season. They're only guaranteed, those seniors are only guaranteed 10
So okay, that's what I'm saying. It's like you took a game away from the seniors.
You take 10% of well, not just the senior, all of them. They all lose 10%.
They add up like pennies.
They all, you only have so many. The moments out there that you're playing this game are so precious. First of all, you're not gonna be in the game the whole time. That's a straight fact. You might only get 10 to 15 plays. Okay, so now you're taking away. When you break it down, you only get 10 to 15 plays a game. Well, now you're only getting 150 plays a year. Okay, now you're taking away 10% of my snaps.
That math is mathing. That math.
Now you're taking away everything. So that's you got to figure out a way to make that up. Whether you do it Saturday, so I don't care if you do it Sunday, but somehow you got to find a way to make that game happen.
Man, it's hurtful.
Do it on the bye week.
And that's what I was thinking. Are they going to try to make it up on a bye week, or I just don't know. I'm not with those minds. I don't know.
They're not on the same bye week.
Exactly. So it's not even. It's non-conference. So
you'd have to choose a Monday where someone was on a bye week and the other team was okay with it.
And here's my wild take, and I said this to Danny Milton, and you could probably agree with this too. I would agree with White Oak wanting to wait as long as possible to get that game off, because you want to use the weather as a handicap to you going against a team like Northside that is in form, in shape, ready to rock and roll. Mm-hmm. You want the weather to be a handicap for you. You want to use that to your advantage.
And that's what we were just talking about. Sometimes it works to your advantage, sometimes it doesn't. And in that situation, I think for White Oak, let me wait you out a little bit. Let me get myself a little bit more prepared. It's a reason for everything. I'll say that, but I will say, like Danny said, I'm disappointed for whatever the reason was, and I hope it was a good one, because you're taking time away from these athletes that they've worked so hard for. Whether you think you're going to win or lose, the opponent's big or small, they're on the schedule, and they're guaranteed games that these kids can at least see and account for. So at the end of the season, when it's all said and done, if they don't play this game, if they don't reschedule it, which they're not, it's going to be a what if factor. And I'm going to know if I can say one thing about the scar that regret leaves behind, it don't go away. It's always going to be that. And what if?
But here's the thing though. Here's the message that it sends is that these games, they're not guaranteed. So you don't have 10 guaranteed games, and that Northside White Oak situation proves it right there. The games aren't guaranteed, which just goes to show you have to take every single moment out there, like it's every snap, all of it, like it's the last one you got.
You doggone right, Danny.
And that's it.
Absolutely.
Man, so that game did not go down. It's okay. We're gonna keep rolling on. But look, you guys are out there, brother.
We had a banger.
Hey man,
Wes Craven, Havelock.
We had a banger.
I mean, got a full experience of all phases.
You got to bring up the opening kickoff. I mean,
come on,
that has to.
We gonna go to Coach's Corner right now. You want to take it there?
Let's go.
You have to go to the opening.
Let's take it to Coach's Corner real quick.
You have to, because this is
so. This whole the anticipation right here was so thick right now that everybody's completely locked in, because it's been all this talk. It's hot outside, like I said.
It gives chomping at the bit. I like that term, chomping at the bit. You probably couldn't describe it any better way than that.
No, not at all.
And this is the beginning of the game, the very first initial thing.
You got a new coach over here at Wes Craven. He's absolutely.
The band at Wes Craven's still going up to get in the
They're not even ready yet. They're not even ready yet. But look, you got a new coach, he's ready to get after it, but you got these two guys in the back. Dude, something's going to happen.
Look at this hole that they open up in the middle of the field. Look at that hole.
That's phenomenal
Look
blocking.
at Johnny Jones.
If we can go back
Go
and just pause that alley, pause the alley that's created.
Yeah, we can point out Johnny Jones too, because you need to watch Johnny Jones right here, brother.
It was a long game, so give me a second to scrub this clock.
It's all good. It's all good.
It's going to be a tough one to scrub, especially, there's so much to happen too.
All right, I think he's about to boot it here.
Yeah, 8 minutes. That's where the
boom. All right, here we go. Let me know.
Okay, I got you. I got you on the pause. First.
You pause it right now.
Oh, dang it.
It's all good.
Can you go back 5?
Here we go.
All right, once he gets the kick and gets like 5 yards upfield, hit the pause when the wedge starts to separate.
Yes, you can see if we don't catch it, y'all, just watch how this wedge comes together. Like you can tell these guys have practiced this. They were ready for it. Because that wedge doesn't just happen.
Teams, man.
They went crazy. Special teams went absolutely
crazy. A lot of starters on special teams.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, here we go. That. I got you on the pause.
Bingo.
Look at that.
Okay, look at that hole. Look at the defender. There's 2 defenders on the ground.
Where there's 2 people on the ground already.
With Rams on top. Now, you see that front one right there? That's Jonathan Jones right there. So he's the one who clears the hole. Now, watch what happens as Austin continues through this hole. That defender's going to get up. Johnny, he re-engages.
Re-engages.
He does it again. He does it again.
He's not stopping.
If you can go back one more time, Milton makes a block here that springs this, and it's an open field block. We talk about open field tackles and how hard they are. Being a wide receiver, stock blocking and all that business, that's difficult work that's not really glorified. Danny, you know how hard those stock blocks are, bro. Yes. So being able to come downfield and you have all this green grass, you got these athletic guys coming fast, a sophomore being able to engage in open field and make that springing tight. There's so many important blocks on that play, so many important ones, but that open field block is one to note. Johnny Jones cleaning them up, and look at all that green grass.
And it's the last defender. It's going to be the last man. That's the kicker. And you see the arms are tight. They don't get out and around.
Beautiful.
And he lets go. He lets go, doesn't get the hold. He knows when to disengage. That's perfect. Great job.
Livingston is taking 1.5 steps every 5 yards.
And we've spoke on the speed. We've spoke on his speed, and you don't give him that much room because it's over with. If
you need to you find a way to keep the ball away from
him.
Do not
if
let
possible.
Him don't let him get the ball. You don't kick it to him. You can't kick him the ball.
And later they do that, but they make the mistake early, and it sets a tone for everything else.
Now, so here's the only negative that I'll say coming from that is immediately. So we come out, the offense is ready to play. They're ready to go put a drive together. Defense is thinking we got to. Well, offense goes, scores right away. Wes Craven goes and puts a nice drive together, a very nice drive. Long, 4 or 5 minutes, and they punch it right in the box and answer right away. So it's 8-8, and Havelock's offense comes out, and I believe they go 3 and out. So they put that defense right back on the field.
Yeah,
2 shifts right back to back.
And Havelock's defense ends up being on the field for the majority of the first half because the Rams are going to take a punt return back 2 series later. So the defense is on the field. They get a stop. They straight right back on the field. They get another stop. Then they score and they're right back on the field. They're out there for 15 minutes going.
Right. And for the viewers that are not in Eastern North Carolina, it's a heater out here. You could probably break an egg on the street and fry it up if you want to.
Humid out here.
Incredibly hot, incredibly humid. In that first play, they were, we talked about making adjustments. We get kickoff and that kick return. We know it's a potential, just obviously with those 2 guys back there, but we know it's a potential with that ball being ran back. But mentally, they're engaged, ready for offense. So, bam, not getting a chance to go out there. It might have thrown them off a little bit, and then defense coming right back out, and they're, not suspecting, I'm going to come back out. Their offense for Wes Craven did a really good job with time management. I think they did a good job holding the ball, not necessarily waiting anything out, but playing to their own tempo, running the ball, keeping the clock rolling, but they kept that defense on the field for such a long time. It kind of was the mantra from that first series. all the way to the end, where they kind of drug that defense into a long series, snapping the ball,
Man.
and you saw a lot of body language towards the end of some of those long series, that hands on the hips. Even the high motor guys, you know what I'm
And
saying?
that's human
a
nature.
couple of high motor guys kind of jogging a little bit. So,
and you have to give your hats off to the Wes Craven coach over there, who was that was his first game with the team, his first game at the school. And I know they lost, but you couldn't have asked for him to put together a better game plan and put those kids in a better position to make plays.
Absolutely.
Salute to you over there, coach. I'm telling you, you got my yes, sir. Absolutely.
Hey man, I got a good vibe from him, man.
Fantastic, brother.
That the pigskin review, I got a good vibe from him, man. He's a football guy, and I want to see what else he has to offer for the rest of the season. Great job.
Oh yeah, because they were.
From what I've seen in the game, they're going to be a problem. It's
for sure. Look, that quarterback is a problem. That man, as a defensive guy, it makes it difficult. You know, having to work. Go ahead.
I played against his dad in high school. His dad went to Wes Craven also, and played back when they went to the state championship.
He's been on the show. The show.
Back with Brett Mooring and Eric Highsmith and Justin Hardy and all them boys back in the day. Chris was on that team. So, yeah, there you go. Some of them were soccer players.
Hey.
Other hands on the hips.
Shout out to Eddie Pridgeon in the chat, man. Thank you for the comment.
Absolutely. Shout out, Eddie. Thank you for your comment and engagement, brother. But yeah, no, they did a great job, man. The whole game was fantastic. Yeah, that's just beautiful.
Well, to your point on the quarterback, if the field general is rolling, you know the team is going to be in form right behind them. If your field general is in form, you're cooking. You're going to cook.
He's almost impossible to tackle with one person. You almost need two people every time.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, notable plays.
We'll get to his elusiveness now in a little bit. We'll get to why he was so elusive.
Man, we need to bring up some of them. Let me see some. Go to the fourth quarter here where we can see that last little drive and watch them. I'm
gonna go all the way down the stretch here. We go take it to the.
Yeah, we'll do like the last 4 minutes. We'll kind of run through it. Last 2-3 minutes.
Oh, good. Well, I'm gonna bring up coach's corner real quick, and we can find it together.
It got real exciting. Man. Yeah, actually, you go right before here, so you're almost dead on it. Go to that.
To my surprise, Havelock went a lot of empty. To me, I wasn't prepared for that, but it obviously something that they practiced. So to see them come out with their empty set, it showed how many athletes they're able to spread around the field.
And we talked about them getting tired and hands on the hips. And towards the end of the game, that last right there, that possession before that, where offense Havelock had the ball, when Wes Craven went and scored to take the lead, 35-32. They started on I think it was 45 or 35 yard line, and there was a face mask and then a personal unnecessary roughness. So there was 2 15-yard penalties on the first play, which those are mental penalties or physical, those are mental errors right there. The face mask just coming in, I don't even think that was on purpose. That was swiping for the ball and just kind of catching a piece of it. But the unnecessary roughness was just extra work, out of bounds, just a mental mistake there at the end of the game. But that only happens from being tired and losing that focus, which puts Wes Craven at the 10-yard line.
I was looking at some stats of that first half, how many plays the defense was on the field versus special teams and offense. I want to say it was a total of 17 plays. And if I miscount, we just got to give me some time to look again. It was about 17 plays that were a mix of offense and special teams. The rest of them were defense. All right. I want to say maybe it's up to 20 some odd plays, but the rest of them were defense. Some of those special teams plays, the whole starting defense is on.
It's on,
So I'm only saying all that to say, their body language read they were tired. Yeah, they were working hard, but they had a reason why they was gassed like that. And you definitely want to put your best tackles on the field and set a tone. But just like we know, when you give something somewhere, it's going to hurt you somewhere else. You know what I mean?
That's right, absolutely. Man, but to see him come and fight towards the end like that, because here's the deal. Wes Craven, Havelock's going to turn the ball over right here. And Wes Craven, you see, they have the ball. Okay, so this is 2 minutes left in the game. Havelock has 3 timeouts, and this is perfect right here. This is exactly where we'll run it from.
Cool.
So,
good.
Yeah, and you could just let it play. You just let it play
on.
all the way through. You don't have to go back or nothing.
Cool deal.
So Wes Craven has a chance to put it away. They get a first down, the game's over.
Shout out to Chris Williams in the chat
Chris
one
Williams,
time.
17 offensive plays.
Appreciate you, Chris.
So look, Havelock has to get a stop. They can't allow a first down. Wes Craven comes out. We know our defense is gassed. We know they're tired. But talk about that heart.
But this is this is the game now.
You can't measure that heart, brother. You can't measure that heart, and them boys got it.
Absolutely,
them boys got it. Because not only do they get a stop, but they get a defining stop.
Yeah.
They don't allow a yard. They get a defining stop, and they set up great field position for what is going to be the game-winning drive. Here's third down. Going to look to throw. See, they do a great job contain. Wes Craven's going to catch this pass.
But you have to throw up a prayer there. You have to.
And that's a great pass and a great catch. That's
absolutely.
It's complete.
That's almost a broken play. Like, that's just great football right there.
And those things happen. You play football, you know, like you got pressure, threw up a prayer, it worked out. But when you playing intense defense like that, you know, you just lock in and get ready for the next one because that's not going to keep happening.
That's right.
They've also pushed a person back 5-10 yards after taking the snap. So he throws it 20 yards downfield, but it's still only a net 5-6 yard gain.
Now, also make a point. You made a statement earlier. I think it might have been yesterday about it being the last 2 minutes or it being the fourth quarter. It is what it is. You know, being tired is not even.
You're not allowed to be tired.
Man, it's something that I used to say as a coach. I believe in it wholeheartedly. You don't have to hurt tomorrow. Tomorrow, you ain't got time today. You're gonna have to hurt tomorrow. Absolutely. Because we got to have you right now. You know, 100%. And so them being put in this situation. Game one, I'm not mad at it. I mean, some things didn't work out like we wanted, but they were able to respond when they needed to. And if you were hurt, so what? You can hurt today because in game time, it don't matter no more.
And you can hurt comfortably today because you laid it all out on the field last night.
100%.
Yesterday, you gave everything you had.
Mm-hmm.
And so even if it didn't go your way, the Wes Craven boys, they can be excited and they know they laid it on the. They did everything they could.
Man, I say, look, they did. They did. Look, my car was parked over there by some of them at the end of the game. They was all hugged up with their booze. They knew they tried their best and everything. They was trying to pick them back up. But I'm just joking. But these guys, they did a good job, man. Shout out to Wes Craven kids, man. They a good group.
Absolutely. They put up a fight. Here we go. There's a minute left in the game. We have no timeouts. Okay, no timeouts. The clock's going to roll. So anytime there's a completion, it's not out of bounds, the clock's going to roll. And we're going to complete this first pass to Jeffrey Jones. And he's going to pick up 8, 6, 7, 8 yards or so. But the clock's moving. So we got to get up to the line and get rolling. And we have a little miscommunication with the officials here that really, really hurts Havelock in this situation. Because we have 2 plays called. So you see Havelock's going straight to the line. They're not looking to the sideline.
That's that tempo right there, man.
They're getting ready to call. They already have the other play called.
Shout out to the linemen, man, getting there quick because most of the time those guys are the ones that hold you up.
Push pause. So Wes Craven's defense, just look at their defense. They're all standing straight up. None of them are ready to play.
Right. I hit pause a little late, but the play is already off.
The whistle has just been had, okay? And there's no reason for this whistle at all whatsoever. Okay, the play should just be rolling. But Wes Craven's not prepared. We need to have this. This is where we're looking to score.
And that's the point of the up tempo.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but the whistle doesn't happen. And whistle does happen. Havelock's thrown off balance, but they do a great job. The boys do a great job staying focused and composed right here. You can let it play now because look, watch how this unfolds.
And Milton, before we fire off this and hit play, I wanted to say something I've said to Danny multiple times, even coming from last year, man. I love the up tempo at the end of the game because it's like, are we gonna let's go, let's roll.
Oh yeah,
because that's where you're gonna get people on their heels, and it's like because everybody's got hands on hips in the fourth quarter. If you balling out like that, but who can go repeat it over and over and over and over.
100%.
Let's get it.
So look. Oh, what's going on? You just let it play. And they're going to, okay. But now, as this is happening, there's been a couple seconds run off the clock. So the clock's been running. The whistle happened. The clock keeps running, and then it stopped.
Oh, Chris made a great point here. I'm going to bring his comment to the screen here, and I'm going to pause so we can speak on that. They allowed Wes Craven to put all the players on the field. They only had 10.
Yeah, see, that's...
And in real time, it's hard to see that in real time. You know what I mean?
Now we've
Yeah,
been
but
critical of these guys, man. And just it's the first game for everybody. Now I'm just playing devil's advocate. Now were these pivotal? Absolutely. Do you want to have them in these moments? Absolutely not. But in the beginning of the season, they're trying to get their stuff together too. There is zero explanation, none that makes sense on what just happened right here. It was wrong. It was absolutely wrong. Allowing them to get the 11th player on the field, stopping the clock, starting the clock, all that business when tempo was rolling. That's a recipe for disaster, and it hurts tremendously, but the boys play through it. And that's, the referees are going to have bad calls. We as on this side can get as mad as we want to, and that's what we're supposed to do. But the guys on the field, what I'm in awe of is their composure of some of these seniors to be able to kind of compose themselves and play through that controversy.
Not just the seniors, but the young guys, because let's not forget, that's a sophomore quarterback, okay? That is a sophomore quarterback in this situation.
That's scary, dude.
Who's not even supposed to be on varsity yet, okay? He's not even supposed to be out there, and he's handling these situations like a pro, okay? Like he's been out there since last year, okay? Because he has, and that's why these reps are so important. Shout out to Caleb Montaigne, doing a great job, keeping his head together, keeping his heart on, in his pocket right there, so to say, and getting it done right there at the end.
All right, let's roll this thing.
Yeah, so we're gonna roll, and you'll see the last defender comes running on, snap, and that is gonna be the incompletion that puts us to 12 seconds left. Okay, so we snap the ball. You can just let it run.
Right on.
But we get the ball with a minute left. That first completion happens. Jeff gets down with 44 seconds to go. He's getting up. It takes us 30 seconds to get that play done from when Jeff's getting up. Okay. So now we have 12 seconds on the clock. I believe 2 plays. Two plays, right? That's what you got. 12 seconds. Or maybe 3 plays if you running 4 seconds a play.
Yeah, right.
But you're doing.
We're to the nitty gritty here.
You can't go down in bounds.
That's right.
So, you got to get to the end zone, and you're on the 20-yard line.
And I know the scoreboard is there, but Havelock is down here. They are losing here.
Yes, 35-32. Now we got a late hit right there, so that's huge for the yardage. That's going to be a personal foul. Roughing the passer, which brings Havelock to the 16, 15,
Caleb did take a shot there. He took a shot.
Push ball.
And that's something to talk about. Michael Gatlin brings that up. All right. Michael Gatlin brings this up after the game. You know what I mean? I know we're gonna get to the play in a second, but after the game, he makes it a point to say, my quarterback was taking some shots. So I wanted to make sure I was in the right place for him.
Let's go.
And you'll see
Field general.
You'll see exactly how that unfolds right here on this last play, because that's who we're going to watch, okay? Top of the screen right here, Michael Gatlin.
He's going to the opposite side of the field.
Oh, it's not this play.
No, it's not it.
This is where so this is going to get it. That's the play that puts us down to 12, which, by the way, Caleb now has taken 2 shots back to back. You see him
look at him, champ.
You see him
still, yeah.
This is okay. Talk about heart now. All
Dude,
right?
come on.
He's taking a beating out there. He's taking a beating, and to get that ball, if Caleb goes down there, the game's over.
And you're down by 3.
Yeah, no.
You're still down.
If Caleb goes down there without throwing that ball away, I don't know if Havelock gets back to the, if he gets up in time and they get back and snap this ball. So this is it. Push pause, because this is Mike right here, top of the screen. Boom. Yes, sir.
Eddie says the way Caleb worked through being in discomfort from that hit was impressive. Yeah, he's got it all on the line there.
That was fantastic. I mean, you can't. But what else do you want? What else do you want from your quarterback?
It's your quarterback.
Taking shots after shots after shots, and still not afraid to get up and run it around and hold it and make the play when it was time. And
I like the situational awareness enough to be like, hey, the game is on the line. I need to get this ball out of bounds if this play is broken. I have to get that out of my hands.
That's not things that you see from a young kid most of the time.
That's
a kid who's doing the mental work.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
That's not when you don't learn that from running ladders and shuttle runs and all that. No. That's different.
No.
Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
sir. Run
Let's
it back.
go. Run it back, Turbo.
You got to see Michael Gatlin as he comes out of his break.
This might be the play before.
That's fine.
Again, it's a long,
you
it's
just
a
let it
long
run all the
video.
way through. Because I think, all right, Mike's in the slot up there, right? So he's the second receiver.
Okay, so we're one play behind here.
Yeah. So Mike's down here at the bottom. That was thrown to Mike right there. Okay. So
Caleb throws for 103 yards last night.
103.
Nice.
103. That's what I got on Max Preps right now.
All righty. Here we go. So Mike is, number 2 receiver. He's gonna be the number 2.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Forming up.
You see him try.
And Havelock is in go mode right here. They know that this is it.
There's 12 seconds. Yeah, there's 12 seconds to go. This is it. That's Mike. You see him go to the inside. Stop. Turn.
What? Come on.
Now,
Come on,
man.
Go back to the beginning of the play. Mike is running across the field. He's running a crossing route to the other side of the field. He sees that the field is there's 4 defenders right there.
It's clogged up
in front of him. You just talked about the mental note, knowing his quarterback's taking a beating. So he knows Caleb's in scramble mode.
Can we pause right here?
He knows Caleb's in scramble mode. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as the ball snaps, Mike's going to notice the defenders, notice the play, sticks his foot in the ground, runs to the open grass, creates the open space for himself.
He hot rodded himself.
Caleb sees Mike make his own hot route on the field and then decides to scramble to go find him. But Michael Gatlin makes that play work. But that's not the route that's called. How about that? That is not the route that's called.
So with that being said, I would like to look at that play from Wes Craven's perspective. If I'm flipping myself around, I'm gonna look at that play from Wes Craven's perspective. Could you go back? We don't gotta press play. Just go back to it. Look at all those weapons and what you have to pay attention to.
I mean,
if I'm not wrong, I get that Caleb Montaigne is not. You wouldn't think him as a run.
He's already ran for 33 yards.
But I just glanced real quick. I'm trying to look at the stats. He was if not the leader for rushing yards. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. So, but now aside of that, you got Jeffrey Jones and Austin Livingston at the bottom of the screen. At the top of the screen, you got Mike and Milton. I mean, over here you got Lloyd. You got Lloyd over here snuck up as your up back. I mean, that's a lot of stuff to have to pay attention to. If you're on that side of the field, your back is against the wall, and you got almost 7 foot tall Jeffrey Jones, money in the bank in the middle of the field, but you got so many other threats. That's a lot of green grass to cover. And I'm just looking at it right now. Like, look at that. Where is the weak spot?
That's a great point, Eddie.
You know what I mean?
No pressure there from the defensive line. We're in that up tempo, and we talk about end of the game, digging down to fight, but you can see they talk about hands on the hips. Those boys, they're not trying to bring a whole lot of pressure right here either. Offensive line does a great job digging their heels in right here and keeping that line. We don't get any edge pressure, okay? So because we don't get any edge pressure here, the tackles on this, especially the right tackle on this play, does a great job setting it. There's no edge pressure, and Caleb is easily able to break that, to get around the contain, and has the open side. I mean, the whole right side of the field's open for him there.
And just looking at it, he could have maybe taken off and gave it a chance at 100% himself.
Oh yeah.
And now I'm also one more person because they don't get the love, and I like to shout out the boys in the trenches. Belvi, we ain't gun all night. Not one miscue.
Yes,
not
sir.
one miscue as a snap.
Yes, sir.
So that's when we talk about mid-season form. We're not just talking about running crisp routes. We're not talking about making now. I can go back and say OTS with Gatlin and Montaigne. I know what you want when you get in pressure situations from OTS, and then we do it in camp. And now so that's mid-season form. Forget all that. Let's talk about that stuff that we might take for granted, because if we're in gun all night, that's a lot of space and opportunity for something to go wrong, and it did not once.
Not one snap that was even anywhere. Every single one direct, boom, boom, boom. And look. That's you can't ask for anything better. Come on now. That's because you don't see that week 1 from centers. No. You don't see that week 1. That doesn't happen. Yeah.
But he's the link. He's the dude that's holding it together.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to you, General.
Now let's see this play.
Let's run it back one more time right here, because this is amazing. Look at the sideline explode too. Oh, just all of it. This is beautiful work.
Look at Donnell out there on the edge working.
Oh my gosh, let's go.
The whole sideline explodes.
Them boys know they put that work in.
Let's go. Come on, man. I'm getting goosebumps.
Shout
all
out.
over again.
I'm
Shout
right
out,
there.
man.
Hey,
Shout
right, I feel
out.
it.
Salute.
Man, X, great game. Shout out to
X.
Xavier.
Shout out to
Cousins.
X, man.
No, look.
Hey, shout out to you, X.
No, brother, we got to talk about it. Come on now. Xavier was, if not either the most explosive player on the field last night, or him, Mike, and Austin were out there fighting for everything, because them dudes, them three on the field last night was talking about watching next level football. Man, I wanted to say this to all of you guys after the game. There's games that we watch on Sunday that don't put on the way
You don't
y'all
see
did
that. You
last
don't
night.
see that.
No, there's games that happen on Sunday where them boys get paid big bucks that do not put on the effort and the energy and go play the way y'all did. Nah. So
And before the game, Danny, we were joking around that, these people needed something to do on a Saturday, because normally, you're looking for something to do on a Saturday. Man, Xavier, shout out to you, because not most kids can jump on here and keep it, on that level that you did. Yeah, y'all played a tough game yesterday and you performed great. You know what I mean? So there's no reason to hold your head. Keep your head high. Great season ahead of y'all, man. You got a good bunch of guys around you, man. Shout out to you, man. Like, for real. It was some people went home because they thought it was over with. You know what I mean? But y'all stayed in the fight, and that's what I like. Now, I said it earlier. Now I'm coming back to it because you just saw it happen. I don't mean this personal. I'm just saying I'm saying what I saw. They say if you see something, say something. So I'm saying something. I saw some people get up and walk out when they thought it was over with. All right, it was a minute and some change left, and I'm not gonna say who it was, but I seen you, and y'all, and it was a look up. Yeah, I was waiting for a reason to leave. I was waiting for a reason to give up, or not, or a reason to stop chanting. You got to stay into the game is over with, because what these guys are being exposed to, and the beauty of it, and we get to watch these young men go through real life situations, and they got to fight to the end. And they did that last night. They had every reason to stop, every reason to say, all right, this is the first game. All right, but we can show up next week.
Non-conference.
Cross train. Nobody cared. We lost the other. They could have stopped, but they didn't. And people were about halfway home. They was at the gas station getting some gas and some chips and some popcorn. You know what I'm saying? They didn't stay at the concession stand. They wanted to get some at the gas station, and they missed a good one. I mean, a great one. I mean, a nail biter for the first one.
Look,
shout out to Chris, man.
Shout out to Chris. Your son is phenomenal.
Hey, man,
he's phenomenal. He's
phenomenal.
Shout out to Chris, a guest of the show, 100%.
Them two, and the running back that they had, number 23. Who's number 23? Because he was balling out there too.
Man, who was number 5? They got the interception. Great job.
We need names.
That was X.
That was X.
Oh, okay.
X.
Shout out to you, boy. That boy nice.
Everywhere. He's running back, safeties everywhere. He's everywhere. I'm telling you, them boys were out there balling. That was phenomenal work, man. If Wes Craven is going to be fine
for sure.
They're going to be just fine.
Well, we said it earlier in the show. They're a problem. They're going to be a problem.
And I got to be honest with you, with the new coach, I didn't expect them to be a cohesive unit. We talked about how long it's taken and all the work that Havelock's put in. Bryson Peterson, shout out number 23. Shout out to you, Bryson. Fantastic job. But we talked about how long it's taken to put that gel together and that cohesive unit together at Havelock. That coach just came in like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
He's not had a long time with these kids. And to put that together and bring that kind of product out week one is come on now.
He spoke on
got goosebumps.
Whoa, Danny, easy, Danny. Whoa.
You can't hide that.
Danny, easy.
That's for real. That's crazy.
But he talked about it during the pigskin.
I had to zoom in. I said
he talked about it during the pigskin preview that that the community accepted him and made him feel welcome. So they definitely got a great effort out of him. It speaks volumes. It speaks volumes.
He is right at home.
When you got the city behind you, it changes things. It's different.
100%. 100%.
But now that's being nice. Now the Rams, they building, man, and it's like I say, it's the first game, and you saw them come out early. They get tied up, they go, and then they get down, and then they fight back, and then they go down, and then it's the back against the wall, and then they swing, and then they win. So it's, we know a storm is a brewing.
That was.
But they're shining right now.
That was Holyfield Tyson.
That's it.
That was Fury and Wilder. That was everything you want. That was heavyweight.
And you really cannot ask for more in a week 1 matchup of high school football, brother. It's like we're talking about in game. We're talking about end season energy.
Yes.
In week 1. Week 1.
Yes. I'm ready to go. I want to suit up and go again. I'm ready to go tonight. Let's go.
Well, the good thing about it, Danny, it's a short week of preparation.
Yes,
it's a short week of preparation, and you know who we getting ready for.
Oh my gosh! Look,
bear down.
They were in the building. Newbern was in the building for
that
they were.
Game. Yeah, they was in the chat.
They had to because they play West Craven too, don't they?
Yeah.
They play Havelock.
They were in the building. They were peeping game.
You know they were in there to check out what was going on. And if you're New Bern watching that game, you're going, wow.
Yeah. It's going to be a dogfight.
Both of those teams are ready to play, and we're going to have to bring it both weeks. We play both of those guys.
For sure.
That's exactly what you're thinking. Because it's going to be a great. I'm ready to see New Bern play tomorrow. I'm excited.
It's going to be
what they put on.
They're playing New Hanover, right? They're playing.
Everybody, if you're not Monday, what is it? 6 p.m.
Where is it at?
I think it is.
Go to New Bern Live. So go to New Bern Live. Watch the game just like Havelock Live. It's gonna be New Bern Live. Check the game out. In Milton, I know if you're not following New Bern Live, you need to go follow New Bern Live and Pamlico Live
immediately.
So
okay. I think I got New Bern Live. I don't know about Pamlico.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Hey, man, we got some guys over in Pamlico, man. Shout out to Pamlico High School, man.
Dude, who was the kid who ran for 300 plus?
Went insane.
What's his name?
Number 2.
Let me look.
But I don't know his name.
Cody. I want to say it's Cody.
I'll pull it up right now on my phone.
300 plus in week 1 after playing Kip Pride, who last year went to work on Pamlico. It was a 50 clip type deal. It was one of those. And to come back week 1 the next year and go 300 plus and
Jacob Bennett.
Jacob Bennett. All right.
Jacob Bennett. Shout out to you, brother, because
303. 303.
Yes, sir. That's a statement right
Box
there.
3 times and 300 yards.
For week 1, I'm here. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. We did not.
We talking about practice. I'm talking about the real game.
Yes, sir.
Look, oh my gosh. This is how we want the season to start, man.
Is that New Bern game? Is it home or is it at New Hanover?
I'm not too sure on that. I can't
speak
on that.
If it's at New Bern, I might go watch it in person.
I'm pretty sure it's at New Bern.
I want to see what because somebody said something to me in the chat. I want to see what New Bern D-line got. I heard it's questionable.
Pamlico was 50-point underdogs.
That's insane.
Oh, wow.
Woo.
Now you really want to talk about statement. That's big statement. Ooh.
Wow.
All right. Shout out to Todd, man.
At New Bern. I'm going to be there.
Shout out to Todd. Thank you for everything, Todd.
Appreciate it. Man, Todd, Todd, they didn't get to hear you or see you. Todd, you made it happen last night, and we much appreciate you. He was on the camera last night, working through some technical difficulties for the first time, and he did a great job. Can't wait to do it with you again, brother. Great job.
Todd. It was an absolute pleasure, brother.
It takes a village, man. It takes a village.
Yes, it does. And look, this Ram fam is doing yay. Come on now. Come on. I know the boys are hyped for practice.
For sure, man.
Monday, you got to be ready. Because you got to know it's a reset time. And with that game, week 1, you didn't walk through or breeze through your opponent.
No.
You understand this is a fight every week, every day, every rep. Even in math class, it's all the same. You are fighting for everything. It's a fight the whole time. Until the season is over, you fight. Football mode is a fight mode. That's what it is. When the season's over, you rest, get back to work, focus on your other stuff. But while the season's on, you're in fight mode until you take the helmet off and you go do basketball or baseball or golf or whatever else you do. Yeah, soccer.
Man, Todd, we might do it we can do it during baseball too, Todd.
That's how they do, man. That's what we're doing.
Why not?
Yes, sir.
Man, it's good, man. I'm glad I couldn't think of 2 better guys, 2 football minds to just be covering the game. Total insight, great commentary, dude.
Shout out to TJ for handling all the production and taking care of everything. Because man, without you, this isn't a thing.
Nah, because
And
I was
y'all
watching
didn't get to
y'all.
see Danny
man
putting all the plugs.
Look, it's crazy to think Taylor started this by saying you won't do that on camera.
I bet you won't.
Look, we created something from nothing, but look, you guys can attest to it tenfold. Sometimes you got to turn nothing into something on the football field too, and that's just how it rocks out.
That's
Yes,
what we do,
sir.
man, for sure, 100%.
Todd, I agree 100%.
Man,
The
thank
right
you,
guys
Todd.
are calling the game. Two football minds in there, giving the insight, breaking down what's what.
Appreciate it.
Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta let
No
you go.
problem.
no
No
problem.
problem. Milt,
What's up,
final
buddy?
thoughts, man. Final thoughts. How
My
you
final
feeling?
thoughts, man. I'm gonna tell you.
Not even final thoughts. We can keep ripping it off, man. It ain't no.
Hey,
It ain't,
but
it
no,
ain't
I
gotta
would
be
rather
final.
keep going, man.
Yeah.
These kids, man. For them to go through this experience, man, I'm excited for them because we've been constantly talking about mid-season form, but we're in the now we're in week 1. It's still a lot of time to get better. It's a lot of preparation in preseason, and we were ahead of the 8 ball, but it's still a lot of time to get better. It's still sharpen that axe, so to speak.
Yes, sir.
So to go into it, looking all the way back at preseason, going through Kinston, going through Jacksonville, going through Ashley, all of those were like steps up, right on to this. I don't think that we performed the way that we performed last night without that schedule that we had during preseason to get us to that point. Where mistakes happen, did things happen wrong last night? 100%. Stuff went wrong. It's a game of football, and they're kids. That's one thing that we sometimes get away from. We don't have a big college team or a professional team to really critique around
you get
here.
into the term damage control. It's really not about doing the great things. It's about minimizing the bad stuff.
Right.
Perfectly
So these guys can go back and watch film on that stuff, and they're going to get better. Coaches already, chopping up film already. You know what I mean? So they're going to get better at that stuff, and it will be a better product, and it's going to be a nice one because look at where we at, week 2 now.
And you talk about they're going to better product, right? Talk about the things that's going to keep growing. Talk about the cohesion, right? The unit, the chemistry, that's going to get better. They've done nothing but go out there and get into that was a war yesterday.
Yes.
Absolute war. Okay. Them boys went to war with their brothers yesterday and had to fight to the end to pull it off. Okay. That doesn't go away. Like that does nothing but make your bond deeper and better. And then when you get into another situation that is going to happen again, there's going to be another situation probably this week that happens where something's going to go sideways. You're going to have to look to your left and your right and know I can count on that guy. I can count on that guy. I can lean on him. He's got me. We're good. Let's go. And when you have that on a football field early in the season, it is scary, guys.
And that's why you have those.
It is scary.
That's why you have those tears at the end of the season. That's why all that emotion and everything is rolling when it's all over with. It's because of look at what you've invested.
It's not even about the game. It's about the brothers. It's about the family. That's what it's about. It's got nothing
you invested
to do with
time. You've had experiences. Yes. You've gotten hurt. You performed when you were hurt. You watched your brother be hurt and perform for you. You know what I mean?
Still show up for you. And still show up for you.
Absolutely. And they know that. People in the stands don't know that stuff, but it's stuff that they talk about or see or is going on right there on the green grass. And that's what makes this game mean something. That's why Danny up here doing this is, because we still got that same bond. We ain't play together, but we know what the game of football did for he and I. So to be up here and to bring you just that different perspective as a former player, as a coach, it's like, hey, this game means something. And these kids out here, we want to bring it to you and show you what they're doing and why they do it.
I just want to share, when I was in high school, there was a kid I played with. I was the safety, and there was a middle linebacker. We only went one high safety, so it was just me back there. And the middle linebacker in front of me, his name was Trey Jones. Trey Jones was 5'6", 155, 160 pounds, and averaged almost 20 tackles a game.
There were sound effects with those tackles, mind you.
Almost 20 tackles a game. But there would be games where we're
there were
playing,
sound effects.
Look, we're playing phenomenal teams and for not like real deal athletes here, and these guys are going crazy on us. There would be games where me and Trey, I'd lock eyes with Trey, and me and you. They don't score. It's me and you, right? And that look, no matter what, I knew right then they weren't scoring. It was me and Trey. We're gonna stop them. No matter what. I could count on him, and we were good. We got him. No matter what, they weren't scoring right then. And that building that kind of bond and having that with your team, I'm telling you, that just does nothing but get better as the weeks go on.
I want to bring this comment to the forefront so you guys can speak on this, because I think you guys got some good stuff for this. It's a comment from Eddie. The defense was moved around. That was not the same as a scrimmage. I think they did okay with being rearranged. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
There was actually. So Zaire was down on the inside and was playing tackle. And Jakai was out there a little bit on the end, and there was definitely a little switches, but that's what we talked about with this team being next man up. Like, that's why you don't see Michael Gatlin went to play corner a little. He's usually at safety.
Yep.
Like these guys, that's what the OTS work is about.
Right.
Like, that's what all the offseason work is about. You're not just getting reps at one position. You get reps on the field everywhere.
You getting back, do those positions that you don't do, or that coverage that you don't do well to get better at for now.
And then being equipped with all of those things, when you're put in a position, it's not an unfamiliar position. It's something that you've been and seen in before, and you can make it, you act accordingly.
That's right. I know Jordan.
Prayers up for Nehemiah. Prayers up for Nehemiah. He went down with a little injury last night. Last thing I heard, he was, feeling pretty good. So prayers up for him. Keep him in your thoughts.
Cool.
But that's a perfect example of what we're talking about right there. Milt, you even spoke on it during the game when Nehemiah went down. That when you see a brother fall, and we're talking, this is war mentality, okay? So I know it's just a football game, but to these kids, it's a war, okay? So when a brother goes down and can't play anymore, it's the same mindset as losing a soldier in the battlefield. That's the same. It equates that's how it works, okay? So when you lose when you see him go down, he's off the field, it happens, right? You feel it. That's a perfect example of it. Yes, sir. Absolutely,
man. New Bern. This is the game to me. Sometimes it's the game of the year. Sometimes we don't want to put too much into it because we got a long season.
Is this where we going?
But brother, this the one.
Shout out to Montrese, man.
Look, because I've said the boys aren't losing this year. I said they're going undefeated, right?
I'm with you.
So every week is the most important week. When you talk about never losing, you can't ever not show up.
It's just one game at a time. It's not about what we're gonna do in week 17 or week 93 or whatever. It doesn't matter.
You just
every week is week one. Every week is week one.
Bingo.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
But with that being said, I was talking about them chicken feet, right? Remember them chicken feet? So we went to Vansboro. I got them in the bag. All right, we got some Eagles feet. We're gonna put them at the concession stand. All right, and go ask for them. They're gonna be up there. Ask for West Craven Eagle feet. They're gonna be over there. But the next thing is we're gonna have some bear meat on the grill for the next one. I'm trying to tell you, I'm with it, man. I'm ready, baby. I'm ready. That black and red just do something to me. All right.
Look, and I want to get your guys' opinion. Look, Milton already said his, obviously, but it's like you two know, coming from when we was in high school, that is the rivalry. Havelock Rams versus New Bern Bears. There was no other team that you want to beat more than the New Bern Bears.
Yeah, West Craven. Yeah, we play you. Yeah. We got hype fired up. Yeah. We waiting for you. That's how it was back when I played.
But that bubbled up over time. That rivalry kind of grew into its own thing. But the New Bern Bears was always there, and they've always been nice.
Absolutely.
There's respect there. It's like you guys.
100%.
It's a rivalry for a reason.
That's why it's a rivalry, because there's
100%.
Yeah, that's what it's like. It's respect both sides now.
Now they don't have some dudes. I've seen some dudes in black and red that went on and played big time. Ontario Hardesty, his brother Bebe. You know what I mean? You got all right, Brett Williams. We coming for you.
Brett Williams went and played baseball. One of my teammates at ECU, Mike Price, he played against us there at New Bern.
Super fast.
He ran a 4.3 also.
Yeah.
So they've always had talent. They
have, man.
This is
always, forever. Raised 3 Bears. I'm a New Bern guy.
Todd's gonna wear his New Bern hat to the game.
Hey man, I'm gonna get you a New Bern. I'm gonna get you a Havelock shirt.
They gonna give you some swag, Todd.
Some socks. We're gonna get them white shoes, Danny.
Oh yeah, with the ankle socks, baby. Oh yeah.
That's amazing, man.
Man, let's go.
Dude, it's here, man. I'm glad you guys got to catch the game. I was in there, and like I said, usually I'm always going to be there in spirit. I'm going to be in the chat. I'm going to be watching it all the time. And look, we roll on, baby.
Yes, sir.
New Bern coming. New Bern
Lockdown
is
show
on the
Friday.
way.
Hey, are we gonna do the offense defensive play? Are we gonna break down the offensive and defensive play?
We should.
All right, we'll do that like Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah,
Ooh, I'm with
be
it.
back.
Let's
So
do
we'll
it.
have an we're gonna put out an announcement. We're gonna break down one offensive and defensive play. Okay, so I'm gonna pick an offensive play. Bill's
Mhm.
gonna pick a defensive play. We're gonna bring him to the coach's corner.
We'll
and
be really in there.
We're gonna break down how it works.
Dry erase board and
What-
all, man.
Yes, sir.
What the read should look like and all that for just one play.
I just want to get these last few comments in, make sure everybody's. I was wondering if he was okay as well. I'm assuming that's on Nehemiah. I'm slowly learning the rules, guys.
I'm pretty sure he got up and was moving, and I don't think.
And
there's
you
any
like to see that if you're moving and mobile.
I don't think there's anything structural wrong. So that's
Yeah,
really,
coming
that's
off of
what's
being
important.
injured, a lot of precautions, man. He was injured in basketball season last year. Went over and had a surgery and everything. So he's been taking it slow. They want to be cautious and make sure everything's okay. So if we hear anything, we'll definitely let you know. But prayers up for him. We'll continue to keep him in our thoughts.
Absolutely.
Boys, let's go.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
You already know what it is, man. TK Vaden in the building. I'm hanging out with Danny Webster and Coach Milton Brown in the building. Let's go one time for the one time. Put H's up. You know, already know.
H is up, baby.
Look, Milton looked like he already just ready to hit somebody.
Let's go.
Milton just got done working out.
I'm ready to go. I stay ready so I ain't got to get
Hey,
there.
I'm exposing Milton, man. Before we got online, man, that boy he's fresh out the gym. He's ready to, he pumping iron.
Y'all see where I'm at? I'm in the dungeon right now.
In the
getting-
lab. He's in the
As soon
lab.
as we hit this button, I'm getting right back in it.
Test tubes and beakers, baby. That's how we rock
I
out.
love it.
Look, man, it's the lockdown show. You know we coming to you whenever we want to. That's how we roll. It's
dig?
like, stay tuned for updates, man. I love y'all, man. Thank you for doing what you do, and thank
Yes,
you for
sir.
being great at it.
We'll see you in the end zone.
All up in there.
Oh.
All right, y'all. Thank you.